Gross. Saints fans, welcome to a very dismal episode of Saints TV podcast where we are just going to absolutely rip shreds through what happened on Saturday night at Marvel Stadium against Fremantle because there is lots to discuss tonight. Jake, Godfather, I like your jacket.
Thanks,
I like your fresh white shirt. The mic is yours.
Yeah, that was...
That's as good as it gets, really, isn't it? Just talk about the fashion. I don't really want
Who are you wearing?
Hey?
Who are you wearing?
I don't know.
Yeah, who you dressed by today?
Some of this stuff, honestly, some of the stuff in my wardrobe is like 6 years old and I've never worn it. I just buy stuff. I'm like, why do I do that to myself? But yeah, to the footy. First half, not bad. Second half...
I want to know how you are. I want to know how you are. I don't know about the footy yet. We'll get into the footy.
But I am footy,
yeah.
Joycey. How am I feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, in all honesty, everything's... life in general's keeping me busy.
Okay, good.
Trying to, facilitate a move to a new home, which will be nice. It's always good to go find a new place, you know.
Fresh start, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of eases the mind a little bit. And working away, but yeah, it's hard not to talk about the footy, to be honest.
Fancy that being on a footy podcast. It's a bit tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Spot on. Marshy, welcome.
Oh, yip, lads and listeners.
That was probably the most subtle yip we've had this year.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Our club, mate.
Yeah.
Like, our club. And watching it on TV as well, like, good on you guys for getting down. But watching it on TV, that was frustrating. That was really... I got yellow carded by Aditi for my carry-on and nearly got red carded at Butler's three-quarter. We'll get there, I'm sure. But yeah, Saints footy, if there's a case study, like this year we've talked about how we just don't know what Saints footy is. Which, that game was an absolute case study for Saints footy. Good first half, second shit. No, it was a shit house.
Yeah.
And, you just cannot trust this team.
Nah.
There's no rhyme or reason why that second half happens.
Nah.
And you got everyone, buddy, like you said in the thread, Jakey boy, jizzing over the opposition coach. So Johnny what's his name?
Longmuir.
Justin Longmuir. He's the next Ron Barassi because he put Fife in the midfield.
Yeah, he put a two-time Brownlow medalist midfielder in the midfield.
Fancy that, but yeah.
Genius.
But I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Well, we'll start there then. We'll start there about the coach. We had the 2-year signing happen earlier in the week and couldn't have been more on the fence about it. And the reason that I couldn't have been more on the fence, and I'm sure you boys were too, is because the record so far has been, 50-50?
Yeah.
Since he started?
Yeah.
Give or take.
More or less 50-50. We made the final series when he came in the first year. Given that was a COVID year, we only had to win 10 games, and we did, and we made the finals. This year we look like we have to win 13 to 14 games to make finals. Last year we had to win 12 games to make finals. Last year we won 10 games again in a 23-round season. Not good enough. So we'd won 9 games up until this point. So he still hasn't proved that he can win us more games to get into finals. Hence why I was a bit on the fence about the decision to sign him on.
I'm sure a lot of people would like that too.
Yep. And this reason has given... This Saturday night gave us no reason to believe that he is the right man for the next 2 years. Absolutely zero reason.
I'm wondering, is more like the aftermath of this game, is it going to be more about the coaching staff or is it the players?
Yeah,
What is it? Is it both?
I think, look, credit where credit's due, our backline was depleted.
Yeah.
Our backline was depleted. And like, Dougal Howard is a big out. Like, a very big out. He's winning the competition for the most spoils this year. And you figure, you put Darragh Joyce onto a bloke like Rory Lobb, who's 12 centimetres taller than him, 10 kilos heavier, you're going to get done against a bloke that's got very little footy IQ.
But unfortunately, it wasn't even the in the air stuff. It
Yeah,
was wet ball in hand decision making so poor. And his first game for the year, was it?
Second. He played when we beat them in round 2.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, fair
We didn't
enough.
have Dukes that day, and we weren't complaining then.
Yeah.
And he only kicked 2, so I know that some people... He probably had a bigger impact on the game outside of the scoreboard.
Yeah.
But he only kicked 2.
Yeah.
He didn't kick 6. He didn't dominate. It's not like... He kicked a goal from a dodgy free kick and then another one. I can't remember the other one.
Yeah.
But it's not like he kicked 6 and he was the match winner. Their smalls were a problem.
Yes. Yeah.
You know? And it's like Ben Patton. Could have been handy. I don't know.
Yeah. And that's when you look at the blokes that have come into the team and the blokes that have been rested, like you think that Ben Long would have been a better choice to be in there than, you know, maybe... or Ben Patton, maybe the likes of Tom Highmore. But the fact is, you know, we had to give Tom Highmore a run. He's earned it, but he's figured out now that AFL is not so fucking easy. So,
yeah, his marking was good. He found some good spots, and he set up that goal with that spoil.
Yeah, it was just the polish, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the kicks.
Yeah, it was just the polish, and that's why he's in the team. You know, like when he came into the team, we recruited him because his kicking was elite. And when your kicking's not elite, and
You're
the rest
a
of your
Saints
75% player, you're a Saints player. So, I don't know, there's a lot to unpack here, so we'll try and organise it into files.
No, I reckon we just got to go for it.
Just going to go for it.
I reckon we're just going to go organic,
Yeah, well, okay, let's talk about the defenders then. We had Dougal Howard out. I want to give Callum Wilkie, again, a massive pat on the back. Because he was on Matthew Taberner, who has been their most dangerous forward for the past 3 years. He almost won the Coleman either last year or the year before and didn't kick a goal. So Wilkie has taken another scalp. But unfortunately, his mates weren't around to, help him out.
But it was a bit of a concern, and I reckon that's the first time we've seen Wilkie flustered. And for good reason. You can understand why he would be. Yeah. And just further highlights... I don't think we'll be talking until we recruit, another gun key defender. I don't think there'll be any more smack talk about Dukes.
Yeah,
because he showed how crucial he is to our setup.
Well, I think you've nailed it there. We are missing a centre half back, a big centre half back. Yeah. That would have changed the pattern of the game.
Yeah, it would have. Battle. He was man. He played manfully.
11 marks, 27 disposals.
Yeah, he was on fire. He was on fire.
I called that at the start of the game as well. I looked to the old man and I was like, this is Battle's game. Like, this has got Battle written all over it. And he played really well.
He did, yeah. I'm surprised he didn't get Saner of the round, to be honest.
Yeah,
but he was really good. I thought giving it to a midfielder where we were heavily beaten in the second half was probably...
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't notice Crouchy as much as I did Battle. But
yes, yeah.
Jimmy was good.
Jimmy
Webster?
He was pretty good. He had 21 touches or something like that. But you look stats-wise at what they have done, but what we've given up.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying earlier in the year. Everyone was like, oh, we've got to fit Highmore in. We've got to fit this guy in, X, Y, and Z in. And this is when we were probably 8-3 and we're going well. And I was basically saying, stop looking at the individuals. Stop looking at the nitty-gritty of each player and look at what the collective's doing. And the collective at the time was the 5th or 4th best defensive team in the comp. We were top 4. We were winning games. That's all that counts.
Yeah.
But now we're getting the Highmores in. We're getting these players in.
Yeah.
And you can see the end result. We're coughing up big scores, and we're not kicking any scores as well. With our average score in the last 4 weeks, 66.8. Only worse. The only team worse is obviously North, 57. We are a goal and a half better than North on the attack in the last month.
Jesus.
And that's what is really tough to stomach at the minute, just watching and knowing that it's going to be a miracle if we kick a goal. You just cannot see a goal being manufactured. And in that first half, we were just moving it so much more freely. But even those goals, they weren't like...
Yeah.
We should have had more Sebastian's bullets out of the guts.
They were fantastic.
I was loving that.
Yeah.
I was loving that. But even then, like, we just weren't converting those opportunities.
No.
That killed us early.
Yeah.
And then it seemed like a lot of our goals just came from just chaos footy.
Yeah, Butler's one where he spins, snaps it.
Yeah.
Higgins where we turned it over. Nasai handballs it to him. He turns and just snaps it.
Yeah.
They're all just opportunistic
Yeah.
goals that you can't sustain that. You can't
No.
kick 15 of those a week.
No.
You got to get
Not a lot
those
of
set shots.
Yeah, not a lot of structure around it.
How many
Yeah.
set shots did we have for the game? We had King at the start.
Yeah. We
We
had
had
Membry.
Membry.
Marshall?
Did Marshall miss one?
Yeah.
I can't remember many
Yeah.
others.
But you're right.
And
We're not getting enough set shots, and we're
No.
not putting enough of them through.
That's 4 I can think of.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, yeah, Kingy at the start of the game kicked one, and then he kicked one out in the full.
Yeah.
You know, but all of those shots that we were missing, they were a fair way out. They were 45 plus. So, why are we having set shots from out there is the next key. You know, it's like, why are we getting forced that far out?
I think when Rowe and King market at that distance, you always kind of expect them to go back, like from 40 plus out, because they're capable.
Yeah.
Higgins, I don't know.
He struggles. Nah,
he struggles, but he kicks
can't.
the odd goal from 50, and you're like, shit, where's that come from?
Yeah, but it's not something consistent.
No.
You know, and
Was that the one where Mason came in and clunked it?
No, there was the other one where it was actually a really good piece of play.
Yeah.
It was when King marked it way up on the wing, handballed it in.
Yeah.
Skunk marks it, and then he kicks it, and I think he just juggles it.
Oh, yeah,
That's the defender.
Yep.
And he takes the shot, and he hardly makes the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just, it's concerning that, like, we that first half. Okay, we played some really good footy in that first half, but I took down some notes.
Yeah.
Watching the replay of that first
Joycey's
half,
journal.
and I was like, okay, so it was an odd game.
It was. It didn't feel like a normal game of footy.
It did not feel like a normal
Yeah.
game of footy. There was 3 stoppages in the first quarter.
Yeah, it was nuts.
3 stoppages.
Oh, it's hectic.
That's nothing. That's open ball movement, ping ponging back forth, back forth, back forth. That tells me one thing and one thing only: that we don't know how to go into how to drop a gear to preserve. So we don't know how to drop a gear to preserve. But not only that, like, if you're not getting that many stoppages, you're not making tackles stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so our tackling's not great.
We only laid 47, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but
Low.
that means there's poor team management out in the field. You know, to not be able to control the tempo, to go, okay, we're 2 goals up now. How do we maintain this while still working our way forward and preserving energy?
Because what shits me is, like, Steele and a few other players, but Steele will do it.
Yep.
He'll put the hands and go, all right, you know, let's tranquilo.
Yeah.
Let's just relax with the ball.
Yeah.
And then whoever he passes it off to, they just bomb it anyways.
Yeah.
It's so
They didn't even listen.
Yeah,
No,
but that's the
that's
thing.
exactly
Steele
right.
does the gut running to get into the good spot.
Yeah.
So many times he'll mark it on the corner of the centre square or something like that because he's done some really hard gut running.
And then he'll go sideways
yes.
to slow it down. But then that's the next kick.
Yes, but that's when we probably need to look for a switch to keep coming around. We kept trying to run it through the corridor and go quickly. We can't do that every single time.
We did try to switch a lot
Yeah.
in the 3rd and 4th terms. A
And
lot
that's-
when the game was over.
And that's the time when we should be going.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
exactly.
got it completely mixed up.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 I don't think
so-
the 4th term, there wasn't a time where we actually looked to go through the corridor and
Yeah.
break the game open. We settled and with 4 goals down, it's like, we can overturn this if we put it on. They were very content to just sideways.
But it felt like
down.
10 goals, to be honest.
It did feel like
the
10
way
goals.
that we were moving the footy, it was absolutely putrid at times.
Yeah.
Well, moving the footy. 70 plus handballs in the
Yeah.
first quarter.
Yeah, we broke a record, I think.
Yeah.
For a PB.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And
Well, it was
What
a year best. It beat
What about...
Freo from earlier in the year or something. Yeah.
I just think handballs, and I think of Gresh's handball in the middle of the ground.
Yeah.
Like, what the... And that was right. If you watch the commentary, I watched the highlights
Oh,
today
that
to
was
get a
yuck.
refresh.
Yeah.
And that's when Luke Darcy was saying, this is when I think the Saints are at their best, when
Yeah.
they're running fast, and then Gresh does it, and then he just handballs to no one in the middle of the ground, and they turn it over and they
Yeah.
score, and you're like,
That was
He
so
had some
cool.
shit
that's not
calls
Saints
that
at their
I'll talk
best,
about.
that's Saints at their worst,
Yeah.
mate.
Exactly right. and 130 disposals in the first quarter.
A lot of the ball.
That is such overuse of the footy.
Yep.
You know, and that's instructional use. Or it's either instructional use of the footy, or it's not being able to take it upon your own shoulders and go, I can hit the target that's 45
That's
metres
what I think
that
it
way.
is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's just, and trying to open up that corridor too much. Sometimes it's just not going to come. And that's where they tore us apart, is that they had that Hayden Young kid, the blonde one. Him and Aish tore us to shreds with their decision making.
Yeah.
Because they were able to do that stuff. They were able to look sideways, like they were laterally, diagonally, anywhere. They could look on every part of the ground and go, okay, if I kick it there, where's the next target? Oh, if I kick it there, then there's that target.
Yeah.
They just think, don't they?
Yeah,
I don't think
we cover this shit so
Yeah.
many times.
And this is where, you know how you was talking about the start of the episode where you're sick of people talking about how good the opposition coach is?
Yeah.
They're learning. I don't think we're learning. I don't think we've been taught a fucking thing.
We've been taught, but are we actually, like, absorbing it?
Well, we've been taught, but we're not building. So we're just being taught things that we already know, and we're just getting smaller and smaller into our box. Like, the box keeps getting smaller. You got to think outside it. You got to, you got to explore.
We've gone from free range chooks to bloody caged hens. It's
well said.
You know, it's unreal.
Yeah, pastured. You got to go those.
So yeah, that was my analysis of that first half.
That's good.
Yeah. So and
Of the first half, so that's when we're going well.
that's when we're going wow.
Jeepers.
That's when we're 10 points up at half time.
And that's the thing is, we could have been further ahead if we had have played that careful football at times.
Yeah.
Because we were a 4-5 goal better team, I thought.
Yeah.
Like, if Geelong have that dominance that we did,
Yeah.
the scoreboard is way in their favour.
Yeah.
It's not a goal the difference.
Yeah.
We gave them 2 or 3 cheap goals every time, and it just shifted the momentum back to them.
Yep.
And it boils back down to we still cannot play at Marvel. We just cannot play there. I back our mob on the road compared to at home. If
we beat them on the road.
Well, exactly right. Exactly right. So, you know, if we go, all right, we're playing them at Marvel or we're playing them at the SCG, I'll back us against, away from, they can't play in front of their fans.
Yeah.
Those that, bother to turn up.
Yeah.
We'll get onto that too.
Yeah, I was going to say that those that bothered to turn up were making noise, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were making some noise. But, yeah, I don't know. With that was that first half. And then that second half, it just... You're talking... I'll again talk about Longmuir. And you know how you said he put Fife in the midfield. Wow, big change.
Yeah.
What did we do? What the
Nothing.
fuck did we do differently? Where did Rats look up and go, okay, geez, we're 3 goals down here going in to the last quarter. We got to win this game. What we've done now hasn't been working and they've figured it out. What can we do differently? Where can we put someone? Where, do we have to sacrifice Ryder in the in the ruck to put him at
So did he get hurt?
back,
Did
or-
Ryder get hurt?
I didn't see him get
Not
hurt.
from what I saw. You would have heard more
Well,
on TV.
I just saw on the socials that someone suggested that he'd hurt his shoulder before halftime, but I haven't seen
No, I didn't see anything.
of substance. But
Nothing on Twitter at
yeah,
all.
because we could do no wrong in the centres, like in the centre stoppages in that first half.
Yeah.
Like, geez, Sebastian looked like Chris Judd.
Yeah.
Gresham was just pouncing on everything.
Yeah.
Crouch is just an extracting machine.
Yeah.
But then we just go to water.
Yeah.
For a whole half. Like, it was like maybe... Did we have any resistance in that second half? Like a patch of 5 minutes or...
There wasn't. I mean,
in the third quarter, we kicked a
kicked
couple of
one goal.
goals.
One.
Oh, it was one to bring it
One.
back to...
Oh, no, we kicked the last 2, and then we gave that 50 away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we'll get to
So
that.
2 goals. 3 goals in the entire half to
Yeah.
11. And 7 of those 11 were in the third term.
Yeah.
I went and got a tea at halftime. The green tea, the line was so huge, someone needed to get a refund or something. So
Oh,
that took
really?
ages. By the time I got back to my seat and I had my tea, they were 2 goals down. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like, what is happening? I've just left my seat for 5 seconds.
Don't you have a thermist?
Hey?
Don't you have a tea thermos?
No, I don't. I should get one.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was going to say, you should get one and take it to the game if you... Yeah.
I just felt like some green tea.
Yeah.
I just don't know why. I've never had green tea at the footy in my life.
Does green tea hype you up? Or, some people it hypes them up?
No, I think I needed it to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, fair enough.
My throat was getting a bit sore from yelling at the so I'm like, I just gotta get the green into me.
Indulge me in the passion, not passion, but just the frustration of the fans regarding... Because I was going... You always get silly in front of the TV because it's just a more frustrating place to watch football, but it felt like that was a bit off kilter.
Everything that you would have done in front of the TV,
yes,
every single person was doing in that.
I want to know,
yeah,
when that Butler 50 happened. I want to know step by step exactly what you did.
Okay,
please, for the listeners.
All right, kids, earmuffs. Okay, you dirty That's what I
Did you get up?
Oh, I nearly flipped the table. That's when I got my the yellow card from Aditi. She's like, she had listened to me carrying on all night, and that was when no, you're being silly. I'm like, fair cop, but she was in the kitchen. She didn't see what I'd saw. That was so...
Yeah.
That was dog.
Like, fair enough, umpires miss things, but you could not be in a more perfect position, even if he did get this 15th of a foot on it.
That's holding the ball.
That's still holding the ball every day of the week.
Yeah.
No, you would not find one Fremantle supporter or player that would disagree with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the audacity to just ping Hill. Like, all right,
I know,
he gets it, and he gets tackled straight away.
Yeah, 2 steps done.
Yeah.
2 steps done, holding the ball. And good on Dan Butler for...
I was happy with that.
That is probably the first and only time I'll ever be, not proud, that's not the right word, but just happy or just good on you for saying something, because that was robbery of the highest order.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, I went with my uncle, and he got out of his seat. I've never seen him so animated. Yeah. He's quite reserved.
Is he the Sainer?
Yeah, he's the Sainer.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And he got out of his seat. He's like, he just lost it. I'm like, take it easy, mate.
What about you, Joycey?
So I was with the old man, and he's very calm and composed with every aspect of football. Every aspect. He's the opposite of me. I get so worked up. So as soon as the holding the ball doesn't get called, I'm up out of my seat, hands on my head, going, what the...
Oh, you're already up.
I was like, how is that not ball? And then they call the Brad Hill one.
Yeah.
And then he goes, oh, fuck off.
That's right.
Like, he actually gets he gets something out of it. I'm like, this is nuts. And then the 50,
it's all in order, isn't it?
Yeah.
No holding the ball, the ball, then the 50, then a goal on 3/4 time. And you're like, you're kidding me. The moons and everything is in space.
Because you'd have everyone up and about after the Butler's tackle going, yes. Oh, that's not paid.
It would have been a goal.
Oh, that's your... Yeah, and then, like you say,
we had Membry running back. As soon as he dropped that ball, Membry turned to go back.
Yeah.
We would have got the play on. It would have been a goal.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're a goal down at 3/4 time. It's a 12-point play.
That's right, because people point to the free kick differential. I don't care about that. It's just the momentum killers.
Where they are.
Flagrant mistakes as well.
Yeah. We had 23 free kicks, right?
Yeah.
They were all there.
Yeah.
They were all adjudicated right. Mm-hmm. But there was so much going on in our forward 50.
Oh, King too.
That King was getting fucking groped.
Yeah.
He was getting molested up in the forward line, and the umpires didn't want to even pay him anything.
But you can't touch lob.
Oh, you can't touch lob. That chopping the arm for
How soft was that? That was right after half time.
Stevic, mate.
And that changed the whole game. And people will say, oh, come on, you were still in front. It's a mental game more than it is physical. That got in our heads. Yeah. Big time.
It really did, because Wilkie is the consummate professional, and he's just thinking, what more can I do?
Yeah.
What more can I do?
He was walking back to the square...
Yeah.
And they show it on television, and Rory Lobb goes, mate, you didn't touch me. That's fucking stiff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are you serious? Like, at what point do you just...
Wasn't there one with Nasiah too, where they got it in our forward line and he goes to kick it? I think Naz gets him right as he's kicking it. It's very similar to the...
that was holding the ball as well. There was one...
They didn't pay that.
Yeah, that's right. And Brad Hill just copping
the
it.
Zach Jones bump.
Oh,
Please, what the hell?
That was ridiculous. And then he gets grabbed
And
around the neck
he's
and
getting
dragged
his
to ground.
head pulled off.
his
What's going
head's
on?
always getting ripped off.
Yeah.
And then you had Fife, buddy Fen Hill in the throat.
Yeah.
But
They
no.
were getting away with everything. They were getting away with absolutely everything. And that's not the first time that has happened against Fremantle.
Yeah.
That happened back in 2019.
This is umpire gate. This is what I've labelled this game.
yeah.
Umpire gate.
Yeah, what is it? The skies, what do they call it? That sort of conspiracy after the Freo game in Tassie. The
that
whispers
was
in the
Siren
sky.
Gate.
Siren Gate.
No, not
Whispers in the
Siren
Sky.
Gate.
Oh no, that was in Perth when I think Longmuir kicked the winner.
Oh,
Remember
Yeah.
when we went
2005.
over in 2005 where he kicks after the siren?
Yeah, right.
That was
all got to
Whispers
do
in the
with him.
Sky because of the umpires. The story about on the plane, someone overheard
That's
something.
right, yeah.
That's why it was Whispers in the Sky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
because dead set. Matt Stevic, he needs to be investigated regarding his relationship with St Kilda because something has happened. We've done something to him. We must have.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean he can continue just this
Well, we've got two
unprofessional conduct. Who was the other one?
Well, we've got Lee Fisher copping it now.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
got Stevic.
Oh, Lee
Yeah.
Fisher. He can... Oh.
Guaranteed we'll get both of them on Friday night.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
The dream
I reckon
team.
we'll probably get them
Which
against West Coast over there.
Oh,
But I was going to say,
God.
Bulldogs are getting the most free kicks in the AFL and we're getting the second least. Be prepared.
Yeah, Bruce will kick
Be
10.
fucking prepared.
Yeah. Bailey
it is
Smith
just
for
going to be
50, Bruce for
monstrous.
10.
Jeez. And
It
like,
is ridiculous.
umpire, you've said it, and a lot of people have said it. Have just put it on the table that umpiring didn't cost us this game.
Not for a
we
second.
shot ourselves in the foot. We
Yeah.
were so poor in that second half.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I just want to talk about as well, I've written down, just under the microscope at Saints. Mm-hmm. Players who you feel are under the microscope that specifically played on Saturday night,
Ooh, okay.
and you just go, I'm still not sure.
Can we have a guess of who you've got on that list?
You
How many have you got?
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4, and then 2 others.
All right. So you got
Not players.
Four and 2 non-players.
Oh, good. All right. So
Non-players. I'm going to go Jared Roughhead. Yep.
Nailed it.
have you got Rath in there?
Nah.
No. Don't tell me you just got on the head coach.
No, I already talked about the head coach.
Oh. Oh, who's the forward coach?
Don't know.
It's not Ruffy. It's Are you thinking Brendan Lade?
No.
Is it not
McGlynn.
McGlynn? Or...
Nah.
Who is that? Who?
Left
Oh,
lean.
not Enright.
No, it's left lean.
Oh, left lean.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
That's okay.
He's under the microscope for me.
Players. You've definitely got Mason Wood in there.
He's number 1.
Yeah.
Definitely number 1.
I know who you've got in there too.
Because against top teams, Mason Wood is more costly than he is worthy.
Yeah.
Brizzy game and that game.
Brizzy game, that game. Like, yes, he gets himself into good spots, but as soon as he gets the ball, for some reason, he turns into simple Jack. I don't get it. So, like, the one that got me as well was the snap.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he was only about 35, 40 metres out.
Yeah, on his favoured.
And then you
left
see
side.
Bailey Banfield 10 minutes go on to his non-preferred and put it straight through the middle. I'm done with Mason Wood.
All right, next
Yeah,
one.
We're not going to progress as a footy team
Yeah.
with him on the wing. I think our wings have been particularly awful in the second half of this year.
Without DMAC too.
I was going to
That's
say,
what
No
I'm
coincidence.
saying.
is it no DMAC, no Saints?
Yeah, we've said that for a
D-Mac
few
puts that
weeks.
through.
Yeah.
He puts that
Yeah, he
through.
probably does.
He
Drop
takes
punt.
pride in everything that he does.
Yeah.
You see him at the start of the run-up, you know, the deep breath, the
Yeah.
visualization. Like some people say it's over the top. This kick means everything to
He's
D-Mac.
ready to go.
Yeah. Mason Wood doesn't want to have the ball.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to have the ball. So
Did you have
Yeah, he's
Jay
there.
Gresham on your list?
I do
No,
not have
but
Jade Gresham on
he'll
my
definitely
list.
have
He is-
Jack Billings.
Jack Billings is number 2.
Yeah.
Microscope. You call for him to have a big second term, and he had like 6 touches in 10 minutes or something. He went
Yeah,
berserk. He's doing really well. Jack Billings, I'm still not sure if it's Jack Billings or if it's our style of gameplay. Because when we use the wings, he gets involved. When we're not, he's not there.
If he played for the Dogs, bet you he's a gun.
Yeah.
The way they play.
Yeah.
Well, he's just being played as a utility with no space in the cutlery drawer. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't know what he's up to.
No.
Like, he's not a wingman. He's not a small forward, even though in the off-season they said he'd play more small forward.
Well, that's right. What
he's not
happened to
playing
that?
small forward at all.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him right next to King.
Yeah.
He's a good rover. He's very good around goal.
Yeah.
Left foot, right foot. We've seen that.
Yeah.
Playing there, but
He's
they're not doing
so
it.
dangerous deep.
Absolutely.
So dangerous deep.
Yeah. And put Hugo further up the ground. We haven't seen that at all. And you've got him on there.
3.
Because I'm on fire here.
Yeah.
Jack Higgins, completely under the microscope. His game on the weekend was...
Yeah.
I know
who
so
I know who the
questionable.
fourth one is.
Who's the fourth one?
Zachy Jones.
Nah, it's not. It's going to be Joyce.
It was Zach Jones.
Oh, was
yeah.
it?
Yeah, it's Zach Jones. Sorry, I got lost. Zach Jones
Yeah.
He went missing when the whips were cracking.
goes missing.
His ball use.
You can't question his endeavour and his running.
Yeah.
No, but that drop mark from Hill. Hill just
Yeah.
sends a beautiful chest mark bullet.
Yeah.
Drops it. No one's near him.
Nah.
He just shit his pants. Like,
Yeah.
he's a big tough guy with the tats and the shaved head.
Yeah.
But seriously, there are some parts of his game
Yeah.
where you're like, bloke,
Yeah.
you should be doing better than that.
Yeah.
That kills the mood of
Oh,
the
it
entire
does.
team.
Yeah.
It kills the mood at the stadium from all the fans.
Oh, 'cause you hear
And
the, "Oh!"
yeah. And what do you think it does to the rest of the team? The same thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There's a ripple effect for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Zach Jones.
Yep.
And the two non-playing.
We've done the 2 non-playing.
Okay.
Jared Roughhead. What the
Oh,
fuck's
you
it-
mean
what's
coaches?
his
yeah,
role?
yeah.
I mean, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
my bad.
and Simon Lethlean. And the last one, of course, is Darragh Joyce.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so there was Joyce.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that during this off-season, our number one priority should be to get a key backman.
And it's so disappointing for Darragh because him down at Sandy,
Yeah.
that's his speed. He's really
Yeah.
good down there, and that's what I could wear this. I thought his contest work was okay,
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but
but just the decision making, the disposals, the hack kicks from the back line that go 40 metres up and 20 metres, just not on.
No.
That was where the sort of the game sense, you can tell he didn't grow up playing football because there was some decisions where, the blokes, he was trying to give it to, I think it might have been Hilly or something,
he
but
got into
everyone in the stadium knew exactly what he was going to do, broadcast it, and then the Freo bloke got his hand on it.
yeah.
Goal. Like, he gave up, I think, maybe 2 or 3 direct goals.
Highmore did as well.
So did Highmore, yeah.
I'd love for us to stop looking in fucking Ireland and start looking in the VFL and the Sandful and the other leagues.
Well,
to bring in a key back.
We've dragged the sample.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And hence, what's up with Leanett?
well, he's
he-
just not a key defender.
Yeah, he's not. He's not got the size. He's got the height. He's not a fullback. So
Yeah.
for everyone in the comments after the review telling me he's the one, he's
No,
no.
he's not the one, but
taking
he's-
Lob. He's not taking Tom Hawkins.
Yeah.
He can't do that. He's not.
Yeah,
big
but
enough.
he's not like...
We're better off
he's
playing
not-
battle.
Yeah, I was going to say,
fullback.
but he's not coughing up the ball like Darragh is. He's not turning over and giving goals straight to the opposition like he did twice.
Yeah, but he's probably coughing up contested marks, and Darragh probably doesn't do that as much. So
Yeah,
it
you get
evens
beaten
out.
in the- yeah, you get beaten in the air, you get beaten in the air,
Yeah.
but he'll make him earn it. He's an AFL player.
He's not coming in to play on Norton or Bruce. No
No.
way.
No
way.
it's, I think that the battle and like we'll get into the Bulldog stuff, but there's just so many question marks going around. And the other one that's kind of there for me as well is Tom Highmore. So for me, rough game, Tommy. He knows what he
had a
needs.
bit of Mason Wood about it that game.
It did.
Because like you do
Yeah.
a super mark, kick it down the full.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Spot on. So he needs to adjust to that pace of AFL football again because he's been dominant. He's confident in the VFL, but he needs to adjust to that pace at AFL level. So I'm thinking finals is pretty much like it's gone. Keep him in.
It just a super rewind.
Yeah.
A super rewind. When I saw the Gold Coast had beaten Richmond,
Oh, I was.
I-
I lost it.
I lost it, but at the same time, I might. All right, that just pans so much better for Freo winning this game because we would have gone. All right, you beauty. The pressure's not on. It's not a do or die. Like we get to fight another week, win, lose or draw.
Yeah.
But
They didn't know, though. They didn't know.
they would have known for sure.
No, because when they ran out, that's when Noah Anderson kicked the goal. Literally, as the club song and they ran out, they would have no idea.
You reckon?
I was there. I was watching it on Foxtel on my phone.
Yeah.
They run out, then Noah Anderson kicked the goal.
I reckon that. Well, they would have found. I reckon they found out at half time.
And then they took the foot off the goal.
Yeah, because 100%.
All right, Noah Anderson, you cost us the game, mate.
That was fucking spectacular. No way. That was so cool.
It was, yeah.
Oh, that was really good. Yeah. But dead set, they would have. I reckon that was it. I'd love to know if they had found out at half time that what had happened, because we've got a bubbly kind of environment which promotes good vibes, but sometimes it's arguable whether that flows onto footy.
Yeah.
There would have been someone going, "Oh, check out this goal," because it was a crazy finish to a game.
Yeah.
And then that just, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think that potentially. Oh, no, I just thought that it's just classic Saints. Yeah. If we win, we're a game ahead in the 8.
Yeah.
We're a game ahead.
Yeah.
But nah.
With the Dogs and Hawks and West Coast in a row, so.
But final, and what makes it so frustrating is the tease continues, because we're not out of the finals by any stretch of the imagination, but we're just, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, anyway, we'll go to a bit of a breakdown.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for this Jake's Junk Mail. Are
you actually? For real?
Yes. Yeah, I'm so excited for this. This is going to be great.
Jake's Junk Mail. Jake's Junk Mail. Jake's Junk Mail. Jake's Junk Mail.
That's the stuff.
That's the tonic.
That's the tonic. That's therapeutic.
Again, why didn't we start with this?
Yeah.
I know. We said it.
I'm instantly relaxed now.
Because we need the momentum.
Yeah.
We need the momentum in the first half, like our boys, and then we need to drop off in the second half. We need to relax.
Just take it easy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. We ready for this?
Yeah.
It's a big one. This one's from Darcy. 21,000 people last night, although very vocal, was a very poor crowd. How do we anticipate to draw big games in 2023 when on a Saturday night under the roof you get the numbers like that? Not good enough, Saints faithful.
Yeah, well, you can say not good enough, but what has the club shown us to rock up at the footy? I'm going to go on Friday night against the Bulldogs because I love watching footy and I love seeing where we fuck up. But what reason do we have to go to the footy?
The week before, we beat Carlton. That's enough. Then you rock up.
Yeah, then you rock up.
We're not on a 4-game losing streak. We just beat the Blues in front of 45,000. Yeah. And this is to keep our season alive.
Yeah.
And is that in the psyche that some supporters, or a lot of supporters, just were expecting what happened against Fremantle?
Could be.
I don't know.
How can you expect that, though?
Because we're so inconsistent.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Until you beat some serious teams in a string, and until you cement yourself into that sort of, we're going to make the top 4 position, we're in finals. Why? You demand that we rock up and you demand 30 to 35,000 a week at a home game. We demand some fucking effort.
Yeah.
So I'm putting it back on the club. You're asking why, You keep saying, why not us? Maybe why us? Why are we the joke of the AFL? Why are we getting 20,000 or less to a Saturday night primetime game against a top 4 side? Why?
And the trains are shit. They're really poor at the moment. So, I know this is just grandiose, fanciful thinking, mayhaps, but surely the club could come to the party and recognise that, because the trains have been cooked all year. Yeah. The kids go free, blah, 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 just to get more people to go. But how about actually giving a little bit back to the Saints faithful by going, okay, we realise that the trains are down. We're going to run some shuttle buses from Moorabbin.
Yeah.
It does probably cost you a couple of grand.
Yeah.
But that's bringing people to the football who are going to spend money, make some money for the club.
Yeah.
But it's more just a gesture, a token, just something tangible that they go, all right, we hear you. This is something that, something small that we're trying to do just to generate a bit of a vibe.
Yeah.
But we aren't creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is as well? Is like, it's Marvel Stadium. It's 55,000 people cap. That's a lot of people for a small club. It's a lot of people. It's not like we can go, okay, well, we're going to play the next 3 home games at another venue, at a lesser venue, and we're going to work on building the vibe there and building that sort of good energy theme to get people down. I was like, oh, shit, you should have come to the Saints game last week. Like, it was packed out at Princess Park, and they had this and this and this and this. Geez, so like, come down next time, because they put on a good show. Like, there's food trucks, there's so much going on. Like, come down. It's actually a great event to go to a Saints game, but we keep having to play at Marvel and these big stadiums when we're not a big club.
We need to start acting like it, though.
Yeah.
We do. We
Yeah.
need to start acting like it. Even the pre-game stuff, no offense, the marching band's great. I love what they do.
Yeah.
But in that situation on a Saturday night...
Piss off the marching
I
band.
don't
Get
know.
the shuttle buses.
Yeah.
No one cares about the
It
marching
doesn't
band.
pump us up. I go to other
Makes
games,
us look soft.
Yeah.
and even when the MC, he reads out the players. Number 4,
Yeah.
he'll read out Jade
Yeah.
Gresham. Number 5, Brad Crouch.
Yeah.
Make some noise, Sainers. They play that song, Say My Name, by Peking Duck. Okay, it's a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
song.
yeah.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But they used to have it blasting while he does that, and
Yeah.
it pumps you up with highlights and shit.
Yeah.
They had to put the volume all the way down so you could hear him, and it's basically dead silence and just number 4. And this is before the bounce, and it's
Yeah.
like,
You know why?
this is so boring.
Yeah.
because my old man's one of the blokes that will complain about too much noise at the footy.
Yeah.
You know,
Or like turn the lights off, and when the boys run
Yeah.
out, have some red smoke like NBA style, and they run through, and then the lights turn on. It's like they could do so much, and it
They
doesn't
could-
cost that much.
Or do what that's a good idea as well. But I never talked about this, but it was something that it still chased my nuts a little bit with the Giants game, right, in Canberra. They blasted their song, right?
Yeah.
And they deliberately turned ours down.
Yeah.
Ours was so quiet. You couldn't even hear it when
Yeah.
we ran out and when we won the game. There was a bit of trolling in the sound booth. What am I...
where's that? from
Turn
us?
up the dial
Yeah.
when our song is on.
Yeah.
At least make it louder than the opposition because it's our home game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But can I say, going to the Gabba was
Yeah.
an event.
Well, that's right.
That
and
is an
Metricon.
event.
Adelaide
Gold
Oval.
Coast, they do that. They
Adelaide
do
Oval too.
It's
Yeah.
an event.
everything else, but our home games, they're pretty shit.
Yeah, and like on the screens and stuff, like you see all the Brisbane players be real interactive, and they're getting asked all these questions, and they're doing funny dances and stuff, and getting the kids involved, and it's just such a non-event.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a big task for a small club, but
we've given them about 5 good ideas there, so hopefully someone at the club's
and it's fucking
listening.
expensive to go to the footy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like to get food there and
Yeah, so you
everything like
expect
that.
a little bit of that
Yeah,
interaction back, right?
yeah.
There you go, Darcy. That answers the question, I hope.
Yeah, that's a
Let's
big answer.
speed up the next few. This one's from Saint Shez. Hi, Jake, Joycey, and Marshy. Thanks for all your work with providing so much content for Saints TV. I wondered if Joycey's ever considered a Saints playlist, particularly one for after a loss.
Oh, yeah.
After loss of a crucial game, my mind is going to You're No Good, Linda Ronstadt. It's Too Late, Carole King. The Winner Takes All, ABBA. The End of the World by Skeeter Davis. And happy for any recommendations to find company and solace during long post-game soul-searching. Many thanks, Saint Shez.
That's so
Only
funny.
Saint
Just
Shez,
before
huh?
this episode started, literally the first thing that we said, and yeah, thank you, Shez, was like, God, I wish we had the copyright, infringements waived and everything so I could play a bit of Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper at the start of this, because that's what it feels like.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
What would your song be after a bad loss?
It's always White Snow. Here I go again on my own.
Yeah,
That one.
spot on.
That sounds footy.
Oh, Whitesnake.
This one's from Hayley Watson.
Yeah!
It's got something to do with maybe your player ratings or what else have you got? The weekly.
What don't I do, boys?
Has she picked up on the fact that she is such a running gag in this?
I should actually see what my score prediction was for that game. I lost track of that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe she hasn't. Let's find out.
I think I actually booked I think I had us down for a win against Fremantle in Melbourne.
Oh, bugger.
I think most of us did anyway.
Yeah.
Once again on Saturday night, we played 2 good quarters out of 4. It seems like in the second half of the season, teams are making us pay for our inability to put together 4 decent quarters. To be a genuine flag contender, we surely can't go missing for quarters at a time. It needs to be more like the performance against Carlton, where even if there were moments or periods that the game was out of our control, we continued to rein it back in. What are your thoughts? It's a great point.
It is a great point.
We played Carlton perfectly.
Yeah. And then what happens?
Did we get our tails up again?
Yeah, this is where I'm talking about. I mentioned it earlier, but management. Who's managing us? Who's the manager?
I want a game's expectation manager.
Yeah.
That during the week educates the boys on the exact, like, what the game means coming up.
You think of it as a business, and the CEO is running the business.
KPIs.
It's like
the key performance indicators.
Yeah, and the game, like you said, if it's a business, it's a big presentation.
Yeah, so
everyone play their role.
Yeah,
and we'll present well.
It's like Brett Ratton, he's our CEO.
Yeah,
you know, Jack Steele's our manager. And then we've got our supervisors in Wilkie and Membry and everything like that. It doesn't feel like there is any of that. Like, it just feels like it's the CEO trying to communicate to a bunch of staff.
Yeah.
Which never works.
Yeah.
You know, you need to have those ranks. And right now, we don't have any ranks. We don't have any management. There is no management on the field.
Yeah, so we lost our backline management with Dukes.
Yep.
And we just don't have it in the forward line.
Yep.
Because Membry's everywhere else but the forward line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. A lot to fix there.
Yeah.
This one's from Tim, and it doesn't get any better. Do we need a full-blown investigation into our club? One premiership in 150 years, downwards trajectory instantly every time we make finals. Something needs to change. So Tim's pretty frustrated, which I can understand.
Well, spot on. Something does need to change. And we're just repeating history.
Yeah.
You know, we constantly repeat history, and it constantly doesn't work. And I feel like, you know, we're constantly having new board members come through and we're doing the same shit over and over and over again. Get someone in that cares about the club. You know, get someone in that's passionate enough to give you a slap on the face and go, nah, this is a shit club. Like, this is a shit club to go for. This is a shit club to support. How do we completely 180 on this? How do we gain momentum and character for this club? How do we be taken seriously?
That was Lether's job. So just going back to your before, so why was Lether's on your list?
Under the microscope?
Yeah.
Where are we?
Because he's the one that came in and did that.
Yeah.
Was supposed to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess did.
Or was he the one that came in and the AFL told us he was supposed to do that?
Yeah, true.
And Bassett said that this was the year that we'd start challenging, not last year.
Yeah.
So that's what he said at the halfway mark of last year, that 2021 wasn't the year.
Which is just fucking ridiculous.
2022, so what are you saying now? 2023 is the year?
Yeah. It's just ridiculous. You got to keep building as a club. And at the moment, we've signed on a coach for another 2 years, which is exactly what we did under Alan Richardson.
Yeah.
And if history repeats itself, we'll be even shitter next year. We'll be even worse. Because we signed Alan Richardson on after not making the finals in 2014, 15, 16, 17. And then we signed him on for another 2 years.
And then got rid of him.
And we finished fucking second bottom.
Second bottom, yeah. But...
So if history does repeat itself, which it does all the time at St Kilda Football Club, we will be a worse team next year.
I firmly believe that the club's their focus at the moment is sorting out the debt.
Yeah.
I fully see them, all of these people you've just mentioned, as seeing it as a business right now.
Yeah.
We need to get the finances in order. We need to have marquee games that meaningful. We need to make money off those and blah, blah, blah. We need to do sell games.
So does that take away the fact that it's meaningful?
Takes away the fact that this is a football club first and foremost. We are football fans and we expect on-field results.
Yeah.
But they're not seeing it that way. They see it as we need to halve the debt. And in one of the more recent articles that Bassett mentioned, he was right. He did an interview. All he talked about was, we're going to wipe half our debt off in this off-season or something. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. We don't honestly. I don't care about the debt.
I'll give you more money when you start winning fucking premierships.
Yeah, that's it.
You'll get more money. Don't worry about that.
But
if you have to dig a little deeper into your debt
yeah.
and be absolutely bloody ruthless with who you put in our football club, so be it. You win one premiership, you're out of debt.
Nah, that's all they're focused on. That's how I see it.
But to go back to the original question, I think we just need to. I know we probably haven't set the good example, but we're still smarting from this loss. I think these type of conversations need to be had or should be had if and when or whatever we're no longer a mathematical chance of making finals. Because at the moment we're still in amongst it.
Yeah, but we're not there.
We're not there.
Why aren't we there? Why not us?
Yeah.
Why aren't we there?
I think, I know
why
what
do we
you
drop
mean.
those games?
Why do we have to wait until the last 5 weeks to scrape in? Why couldn't
Constantly.
Why couldn't we be Freo right now?
Yeah.
Where they're in. They're in.
I'll remind you that it took until the last game in 2020 when we finished 6th on
We
the
had to
ladder.
win.
And that was so stressful.
It took until the last game.
Yeah.
And then we could have either finished 6th or 10th.
We could have iced it like 4 weeks before we end.
It's the same with this season. We could have been on 11 or 12 wins right now, and we just need 1 or 2 now in the run home to make it.
Yeah.
So no,
I
we
just
need
think
4.
Things like signing Rats on is just not the right decision to make now. And you're saying that. You just said it in your quote then. You know, we're still mathematically going to, we could make finals.
We don't want could.
We don't want could. We want to make it, and we want a coach that can get us there.
Yeah.
And if he can't, then he's not the right coach.
And not just get us there and lose badly, get us there and be a force.
Yeah, just get some consistency because again, we had no excuses for that second half against Fremantle.
no.
We had none.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel a little bit sorry for Joyce. This is way off the question, but he is this week's scapegoat.
He is. Yeah.
He is not the
totally.
reason we lost.
Yeah. No,
at
no
all.
way. No.
If Dukes played on the weekend, are we winning? No, not with that second half.
No.
No, we're not winning that.
No.
We're still getting done.
Because the spotlight goes back to the midfield.
That's it. Where were they?
What were you doing?
Come on, that was at that period in the third term where they literally chipped it, 15-metre kicks. There's about 6 of them in a row, and then they hit the Fife on the lead or something, and he kicks the goal.
Yeah.
It was literally witches' hats. It was literally
shocking.
AFL Evolution 2004. Chip it around and then kick the goal.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
Fair
anyway,
enough.
this is from Michael. Morning, lads. Love the pod. Afternoon or good evening, actually,
Good
Michael.
evening.
Wanted to get your thoughts on where our list is at and the backroom workings at the club. For me, Bassett's unusual letter to the members in 21 signifies that they believe they've done a great job assembling this list and that we are in fact ready to challenge. For me, we're 9th, and when I look at the names below, I think we're a long way off and we've made a bit of a hash of this build, and by the time some of these fringe players develop, if they develop, there'll be as much quality coming to an end. Currently not in the team, Howard, Clark, D-Mac. Connolly, Burns, Heath, Owens, Caulfield, Patton, Campbell, Geary, Long, Bytel, Lynett. Where do you lads think we're at? So you got those players that are not in the team. I guess his worry is how many of them are going to be the difference if they were to play.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned about our list.
Yeah?
I'm really... We are still... I think we're going to make a massive assault in the free agency trade period. I reckon it's going to be one of our biggest coming up, because we've got the means to do something meaningful. We went to the draft last year. We stocked up there. Yeah. It's just the organizer. It's the coaching. It's the entire group. It's not the list. It's just the group that is a bit of a concern, a big concern.
Yeah.
It's show us something that's changed.
Yeah.
Because Bassett sending out, I reckon the whole announcement of Ratton, that was sort of symbolic of the club just picking and choosing when to go. They clearly had Ratton signed up 3 weeks ago and probably were planning to do it after the Spud game.
Yeah.
And I can see from maybe the PR damage control point of view that if they put that out after that, we kept losing. But if he's your man, put it out there. Who cares what everyone... it's just sort of a bit of pandering because... They've still got the same result. If anything, it's probably worse because we've waited on it. We've announced that after the Carlton game, and then we get the Freo game.
Yeah.
So the blowtorch is even bigger.
Yeah. There's still a couple of holes we need to fill in order to be a strong team.
Yeah.
Like a strong team. Like we need that centre half back in.
Yeah.
So where we're going to get that from, God knows where, but we need a big centre half back because... you think of the dominance like we had throughout the home and away seasons in the 2010s and the 2000s or whatever. Like there was just always that key pillar, like and unfortunately, like everything else aside, Sam Fisher was that key pillar. And then you can name players before that. So,
this next junk mail, Luke, he's listed some of the. I think they're either uncontracted.
We got a lot.
Yeah, but
there's
also
a few out of contract.
I want a ball
tolls.
pig. I want a fucking ball pig that does not stop running.
Yeah.
Like Sam Walsh,
Neil,
Brayshaw, who got
I want
30
Brayshaw. He's the one I want.
Yeah.
Bugger to go. I want us to go for Brayshaw.
He got 36 possessions on the weekend and had 11 tackles. We are missing that midfielder that is just a running ball pig.
Wasn't Steele that guy?
No, he wasn't.
What is he then?
I reckon Crouch is probably our ball pig.
Yes, Crouch is the ball pig, but he's not doing that hard running and leading. Like, it's ridiculous when you watch a game with Walsh and Brayshaw in it. They're always in frame when you're watching on TV.
Yeah,
I'll be sitting with my girlfriend and she'll be like, taking to be like, he's everywhere. Like Sam Walsh has not left the screen.
Yeah.
He is everywhere. He's involved in everything. And if he's not at that contest, he's receiving the mark on the wing.
Yeah.
Like they're just everywhere.
Well, here's Luke's next one, out of contract. He's got Crows, Frampton, Himmelberg, Brisbane Gardner, Fulton. Collingwood's got Kelly, McMahon. Carlton's got Marchbank, McDonald, Durden. Essendon's got Stewart. Freo's got Logue. North Walker. Bulldogs, Cordy is out of contract. Talls. Any of them
actually,
there?
Liam Jones. Get Liam Jones.
Get
in.
Liam
He
Jones.
can
From
head up.
retirement,
He can head up GP in the independent
with
research committee. Huh?
He met with Essendon during the week.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're right. I'd be going hard as at Liam Jones.
Yeah.
He is that centre-half back.
How old is he?
31, 32.
So
31.
you take him for a
Probably
year
a
or
little
two.
bit long, a
year
little bit
out.
younger than that, but he's a fit bastard. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think he gets injured that often.
Is
Like
March-
the reason he retired early or whatnot was because of the COVID. And didn't
Even
get there.
actually, who I would like us to go for, and I reckon he's really gettable. We should have drafted him. I called SEN and when we picked up Spencer White, and I had to lie to get on to say I was calling up about Spencer White, but I called up and I, just let loose on why we didn't pick him up. Tom Cleary from Port. He's
Port,
not.
yeah.
He's not getting played,
Yeah.
but he's a very good player.
Another Port leftover.
Another Port. Yeah, get him from Port.
Yeah.
If they're not from the sample, get him from
Yeah.
Port.
You know what sucks? You know what fucking sucks?
What?
Sorry to interrupt on junk mail about this. Fucking Nunes, Akers, Dunstan, and biggest of all, we're missing a centre-half back. Fucking Paddy McCartan's going to be the All-Australian centre-half back. Fuck! Like...
Surely we get a compo from the AFL for Paddy. Because I
Pick
don't,
one.
good on Paddy for playing footy. I'm
How good
so
was he on the
happy
weekend?
for him.
He's
But
so good.
did you not just know in your waters
Yeah,
that
you
this
knew
is,
it was going to happen.
this is what was going to happen?
100%.
But
It's happened before. It's
Again,
gonna
that
keep
goes back
happening.
to St Kilda.
Yeah.
Why didn't we play him in the back line? You had Gary Lyon, you had heaps of people
We could
in
have
the
picked him
media.
up again and done it.
Yeah, but I don't know. We're just a bit unlucky.
Because he is that
sometimes.
centre-half back.
He is.
He is the centre-half back we so desperately crave, and now Sydney's got it, and they're going to make a big stamp in the finals.
Yep.
Yeah. Because of him and because of Tom Hickey.
Oh, Tom Hickey, another one?
Yeah. There's a few, mate. There's a few.
This
This one's from Simon, a bit more of a lighter one.
Thanks, Simon.
Loves Joyce's impressions.
Thanks, Simon.
He said, I've wanted to hear your Dennis Committee, Rex Hunt and Sam Newman. How well can you do them?
Oh, I can't do a Dennis Committee. That's too deep.
No one can do Dennis Committee.
Centimetre perfect. No, I
like a
can't.
gilk in the ocean.
What was that?
Like a gilk in the ocean.
What about Rex Hunt?
I can only do the Rex football. And then
Sam Newman.
Sam Newman. Now, it was bloody ridiculous. What has happened? It was a daylight robbery. on the weekend. That call that idiot umpire Matthew Stevick made, or whatever his name is, was just absolutely abysmal. And it changed the outcome of the game. Now, I don't know where the processes go to, whether it goes to the AFL, but that needs to bloody stop.
That was good, man. That was good. Give that credit.
The open hand point at the camera.
It's all that, isn't it?
Yep.
The pauses.
That's so good.
This one's from Ben. Hey, Jake, you got a question for the pod. So after round 17, we've had 7 losses, with 4 of those being in Victoria. I believe I have finally found the reason behind these 4 disappointing results.
Ooh.
Me. Not me, as in him.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
I've been super busy this year and I've only been to 4 games. Those 4 games for those 4 losses. Now I'm starting to feel pretty superstitious. So my question to you 3 is, am I off to Marvel this Friday night with a pocket full of gemstones in an attempt to break this curse and make it 1 from 5? Or am I playing it safe?
Gemstones.
Yeah, I will. And staying warm at home. Now, first of all, mate, gemstones. Girlfriend's got soul crystals, so check that out. I reckon you could fill that up with some gemstones in the pocket.
SOL crystals, is it?
SOL crystals, soulcrystals.com.au. So if you're into that sort of stuff, mate, hit that up. It's beautiful. And secondly, you got to go to the game. I think we've talked enough about the crowd.
Yeah.
That no excuse. Rock up, whether you've had 0. This is the one week where you're going to get the win.
Yeah.
With the soul gemstones in your back pocket. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair
Hashtag ad.
They're nice crystals.
They are.
They're pretty good.
Just
Yeah,
bought
Joycey
some.
would know.
Yep, for my sister's birthday. She's into her crystals, so just bought some. Lovely little care package.
Yep. This one's from Stu Blogs. Love a bit of Stu Blogs.
Oh, Disco.
Disco Stew, your mate.
Yeah.
If the Brody Grundy story has substance, would we take him?
Oh, not on that money.
What would he demand?
What he's being paid.
What's he being paid? $1 million a year?
Bit more.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Didn't he sign like a 7-year contract or some
Yeah,
shit?
yeah. I wouldn't have him. He is a shit character because,
Ooh.
well, yeah, dead set.
Pointing fingers.
Let me tell you this. No, dead set. So
ridiculous.
COVID, he absolutely exploited Collingwood, which is his right. You know, he's a good player for a ridiculous contract, but maybe not so ridiculous in pre-COVID times and with the view of what's happening in the future. But since COVID came along, then everything got slashed and all of that. He maintained his fat packet, and the likes of Treloar and Stevenson and Phillips and all of they had their salary cap squeeze. Now, if you're a bloke of any substance, a leader of your club, you take a cut. Go, okay, I got in while the getting was good. The getting is definitely not good anymore. I'll take one for the team and just revise, scale it back a little bit so it's reasonable.
Yeah.
He didn't do that.
Yeah.
But I take him for a right amount of money.
Genius. You need to be the list manager, mate. Rattles is asking, do supporters need to turn up for the club, or does the club need to win and entice fans? Kind of talked about it before, but is it the club? Is it on the club or is it on the fans? Straight answer.
First and foremost, it's on the club. We support the club. The club doesn't support us.
Yeah.
It's our choice.
Yeah.
It's our choice to support this club. We can fuck off somewhere else, but we're loyal. So, you know, maybe show us a bit of the character that we show you.
Yeah. And lastly, kind of talked about it already, but Anna is asking, are finals mathematically and logically possible? So I like that she's put logically in there.
Logically, I'm going to say no, even though I've got a really, really big tingle
What that we're going to
in
do
the
it.
cockles of my heart that Richmond are going to lose to North Melbourne this week.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Reckon?
I've got a tingle. They almost got over the line with Collingwood. They know what they need to do. Richmond's going in with 0 ruckman.
Goldstein.
And,
For the
and
Brownlow
Tom
votes.
Lynch out as well.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah. Out with a hamstring. Nankervis is gone. Soldo's out. So they're going to have Ralph Smith in the ruck. I think that's his name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, logically, finals are still on the menu. We don't deserve to play finals, but our ladder position indicates that it's very much open.
If we win every game of the year from this point on, we deserve to win
Absolutely.
finals. Be in finals. But
Or, you know, maybe just drop one against, like, I don't know,
Geelong.
Geelong, yeah, you could cop that.
That's the one I want to win. I want us to watch that replay of what they did to Melbourne and just go hammer and tongs on how we can counteract that.
Do that to them. Yeah.
Oh, that's Jake's junk mail for another week. It's a big one.
That was a supersize.
That was,
good.
wasn't it?
That was a supersize.
We needed that.
I feel better
Extra
now.
large.
That was
there.
yummy. Well,
Oh yeah, football this week.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I guess
Friday,
we can
Friday.
talk about it.
we
get-
love prime time
Yeah.
at St Kilda.
We are so banned
Friday
from
night
prime time.
footy.
We are so banned from prime time.
Oh, how much do we suck at prime time?
Oh,
Could they just put this game at like 9 p.m. on a Sunday or something?
yeah.
Just bloody 10 a.m. on a Saturday so they can get on with their weekend.
Yeah.
I want us
So
to go
can
back
we.
to 110 Sundays.
Yeah.
110 Sundays that's a good place to just hide away from it. But it's a good time to go to the footy because,
It's family friendly.
family friendly and
Yeah.
you got your parties on out of the way.
Nothing family friendly about the game on Friday.
No.
It's going to be all on because the doggies reckon there's still a chance. They're going to get Brucey back, and I called it. They're getting Bailey Smith back.
Yeah.
Who else are they getting back? was three.
Toby McLean, is he still playing?
Yeah.
I have no
He's
idea.
coming back in.
I saw
So-
a Toby, I didn't see the rest
Yeah,
of the
Toby
So
squad.
there you
McLean's
go.
going to come back in.
There you
He,
go.
he had one of the worst misses I've ever seen on a football field on the weekend.
Oh, was that him?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The dribbler. Straight
Just
into the
on
post.
that, how did Sharman go in the back line?
He had
sure.
15 touches and 10 marks.
That's not bad.
10
I
marks is
think,
good.
yeah.
But we got pumped.
I was going to say, the same thing happened. We were with them until half time, and then...
Yeah, well, I said it in my Saints TV Weekly this morning. It was like, it was an identical game.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried that when we were winning in the first part of the year, VFL team was actually going well. We were
Yeah.
talking about, shit, our depth is looking great.
Oh,
Burns and Vitale are killing it,
Yeah.
while our mids in the first are doing well. Now, AFL team struggling, VFL team struggling big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've taken their
So
players.
whatever's being taught, it's not working across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this week, Friday night, 7:50, against the Doggies boys.
Let's
How are we
not
feeling?
lose by 111 points.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
not get Brucey into some form very quickly on his return.
Me.
How did
I-
he go against Sandy, Brucey?
Did he play?
I think so.
Oh,
I don't know.
Don't know.
Yeah, I reckon he
I'll
would
have to
have.
Check the stats. All right, you guys talk about the game. I'll check the stats.
I'll 29. What are you vibing?
We will. Oh, unfortunately, I'm still on the.
Oh, yeah, you're not gonna be there.
Yeah, I'm still on the paternity personal leave for reasons. So the phone's on loud at the moment.
Yeah,
It's
we're
not on
actually
silent.
concerned.
Might happen
about,
any minute now, Saners.
Yeah, that's
That's
exactly
all
right.
right.
You're listening to this and he's had a kid.
That's it. I'm in so much trouble.
Live and on air.
But no, we will be standing behind the goals, much like we did against for the Carlton game, and that was heaps of fun.
Yeah.
So I doubt Doggies fans, they're fed up. They're not happy at the moment. They're probably as disgruntled as we are because they're coming off a season where they played off in a grand final. They've been poor this year. So I think it's going to be a bit of a stinker crowd on
Yeah,
Friday
you reckon
night
25?
about that, which will be really disappointing. But then
Melbourne
again,
club.
Bulldogs fans should be looking at us going, oh,
With their
should-
players coming back.
with their players
too.
coming back,
Yeah.
what better team to bounce back against at Marvel than the Saints at the minute?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
That's, yeah.
Bruce kicked 4.
Oh, he kicked 4?
God, he kicked 4 goals, 5.
He could have kicked it.
So he
back.
dominated. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so he's in good nick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we don't have Dukes.
don't have Dukes. But
Yeah,
we'll,
so-
yeah.
It's
Let's-
their midfield though. I mean, if they play their game and it's chipping around and they're
Yeah.
running rings,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's got
I
to
was
be.
going to say,
a
but
long
our
night.
midfield's been good. Like the past couple of weeks. Well, I was going to say for 4 quarters and then half a game. So for
6 quarters,
yeah.
out of 8, they've been good.
Yeah. So
Yeah. And the Doggies, they got whooped against Sydney.
yeah.
So, yeah, they've been average all year.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I reckon like if we can run it out of the midfield the way we did against Freo, then their defence is more depleted than ours. You know, they got Alex Keith, who's their key defender, who will play on King, and King can reach over him. And then they've got Gardner, who's probably the worst player in the AFL.
Yeah, but it's all about how we get it in there.
Get it in there. Exactly
Because
right.
We
yeah.
say it every week. Kingy's got the reach on his
Yeah.
opponent, and he's going to kick 5 on him, 10, or whatever Marshy likes to predict.
Yeah.
And
But that's the thing.
and then it doesn't happen.
We've been
Yeah.
such single geared.
Yeah.
Like we don't. Sometimes putting it on King's head is the best option if there's no other option. We're trying for that 100% option too often, and it's not coming enough.
Yeah.
If anything, that should be maybe a 3 out of 10 option. Maybe a 4 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it does, yeah, you know. That was another thing that shat me. How many times did we bomb it, but he just didn't get anywhere near
Near it. Yeah. Yeah. We're putting it in the wrong spots.
Put it in the wrong spots.
Yeah, we're putting it in
3 on
flat.
1.
Yep.
So if there's 3 on 1, where are the other 2? Like, I don't know. We're just not.
Yeah.
We're just not composed.
Nah.
Yeah,
We're not composed
No.
so much of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is a winnable game, but as we know, it's a very losable game.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about it. But how good was Sinclair's goal?
Oh, it was
yummy.
great. Yeah, the
That
sidestep.
was-
that was Robert
Oh,
Harvey.
Oh,
yes.
that really was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that got the crowd going. I'm like, we're up and about now.
Yeah.
And then, nah. Gone.
Dunskies.
Yeah.
So yeah, look, it'll speak for itself on Friday night. If we lose this, it's
It's done.
done.
We can say it.
Yeah, we can just give up.
Categorically.
You know, I was ready to put the membership in the microwave on Saturday night, but unfortunately, the memberships are on the phones this year, and they're expensive, so I didn't.
So what are our predictions? Let's just cut it short. What are we...
Yeah, we
honestly, what's the heart saying and what's the head saying, Joycey?
lose.
Both? Yeah.
I just can't see us winning.
Nah, we're on. We're on. We have to be on. I think we're on.
Yeah,
It's going to be very similar to the Carlton game. And our businessman, our difference maker, Jackie Billings.
yeah.
He
does
likes
like
the
playing the
Bulldogs.
dogs.
He
likes
does.
the
Yeah,
Dogs.
2015.
So I'm calling for a 2015 Billings
Calling
performance.
from Billings from 7 years ago.
Yeah.
To stand up on Friday
We're
night.
getting him out of the freezer. We're going to defrost him.
Yeah.
And we're getting 30 and 5.
Yeah,
Yeah. And we're winning.
we're winning.
Yeah.
Okay, Jake.
Oh, it's weird. My heart says that we're going to get done,
Yeah.
but my head says that we're going to win.
Yeah.
It's the opposite. Usually it's the heart that says we're going to win and the head says we're going to lose.
Yeah,
But I reckon we can get the job done.
yeah,
If we execute a game plan that's actually simple for the team and they follow it for 4 quarters and they don't pick and choose when they're going to play the way Rats or the coaches want them to play.
yeah.
And that's why the Sydney game, they just play man on man. They
Yeah,
are
it's simple.
they are really simple. In doggies don't like that. They don't
Yeah.
like being bullied. They don't like being tackled.
Well, I was going to say the Fremantle game. A lot of that was man on man, and they picked and chose when they were going to go man on man and when
Yeah.
they weren't.
Yeah.
You know, and it was very clever. It was very clever football.
Yeah.
So we need to do some clever football. If we play clever football on the weekend and we actually start using our heads rather than our ears, then you know I think we'll get over the line. And for me, I remember to kick the 4 or 5. Just be that outlier again.
Yeah.
You know? So
We'll see,
yeah,
won't we?
time will tell.
Just a couple of.
Little minute?
No minute this week.
Ooh,
No minute.
doesn't deserve it.
Doesn't deserve a minute this week. But I just want to. Who's one player that's coming in?
Oh, yeah, good call. This has got to be the week for DMAC, doesn't it?
Oh,
He's been out long
He's got to
enough.
be back.
He's got to be back this week.
Yeah.
And I think, Mason Wood out and DMAC in on that wing. Straight swap.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D-Mac in for Mason Wood and potentially Long back in. If Rats is still not a big fan of Highmore, I think Long's coming in.
No Pato again?
Yeah, potentially. I'm not too sure. It'll be very interesting
Yeah,
to see
we'll
what
see.
we do at the selection table.
I think
Very-
DMAC, he has to play.
He has to be in. No D-Mac, no St Kilda.
Yeah.
Heart and soul.
Who would have thought that'd be a mantra?
Yeah.
Right. Jesus.
He's the heart and soul. It's
He
not
is.
a joke.
Yeah, he is. He bloody is. Yep.
Yeah. 100%.
Alrighty, boys. Well,
Alrighty.
we'll leave it for now. Friday night we'll tell, and then we'll be back for show and tell next Monday. So
Yep.
hopefully, heads held high. We can look elsewhere for our happiness
Yep.
for this week. But
Get out, have a coffee,
Yeah,
have some lunch, catch up with a mate you haven't seen in months.
that's exactly right.
Just find some happiness
Yeah,
somewhere.
get some mates and get to the footy.
And
Yeah.
that's it, yeah.
That's it.
Even if they don't follow Saints or
Yeah.
Dogs, get them along, have
That's-
a drink, enjoy the night.
Yeah, that's
Cheer
what
the
I'm
boys
doing.
on.
A couple of my mates were organising tickets. They don't go for
Yeah,
either
that's it.
teams. We're just going down and
Yeah.
enjoying some football. And if Saints are getting smoked, we'll leave.
And Les, just quickly, have you guys seen Modern Family, the TV show?
Yeah,
Modern
it's good.
Family.
Oh, that's we're going through that at the minute, and I hadn't really watched it before. Just watched sprinkles. That calmed me down so much after the game.
Yeah, it's a good watch.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So there you go. There's your therapy. There's your therapy.
That's
Your
right.
form
My
of it.
therapy's been Stranger Things. It's
Stranger Things.
It's
Oh,
a lot more intense, but
yeah.
it's so good.
My one's been
That's-
The Boys.
The Boys, I want to
Yeah.
get into that. I've heard
The
it's
Boys is
good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Alrighty. Well, we'll leave it there. We'll,
Yeah.
we'll continue chatting about the TV shows after this. But enjoy your night, Saints TV fans, or your afternoon, your morning, whenever you're listening. So until next week, adios.
Yep.
Let's go, Saints.
Go Saints.
Saints footy. As I shake my head, I really love my Saints footy, and I love the feeling. So does the family. Oh yeah, Saints footy, 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 Saints footy.